Pathetic, go pathetic, go pathetic. Let me make sure everything is go pathetic. Let me make sure everything is go pathetic. Alright, I think we're good to go. Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco. Welcome back to another live reaction. Today, we're gonna be reacting to a game that is called That Dragon Cancer. This was recommended by a viewer called Jotaro, and they recommended this game even though it's on PC. I was gonna play it off stream, record my reaction, and then like just live watch it with you guys. But instead, what I decided to do was let's just watch the gameplay live. Jeremiah Ruiz, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. So since I did a poll on YouTube and people said we'd rather watch you do your live reaction of the gameplay, I was able to locate a full playthrough with no commentary. It belongs to Dreagast, I believe is the name, if I pronounced that right. Their link is below in the description. This video will not be monetized, so everyone will be able to enjoy the gameplay and whatnot. So I'm not gonna give too much backstory on the game. All I can say is that it is made by indie developers, a husband and a wife, a team of them, and I think another partner who helped them out with the project. They created this masterpiece of art, you could say. It's based off of their own life experience and what occurred in their family. So we're gonna be pretty much watching that. You're gonna be seeing me reacting to it from time to time. I'll probably pause the video and like give my 2 cents. But let's go ahead and hit that intro, and we'll get things started from there, and then we'll get started with the live reaction. But welcome everybody to the stream. If you're new to the channel, my name is Coco. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's hit that intro. What up, FaZe? How you doing, my boy? Welcome to the stream. Where's my headphones? Where's my headphones? Where's everything? It's another Gogorito special. It's another Gogorito special. It's another Gogorito special. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Coco. Welcome back. We're gonna be watching today That Dragon Cancer, like I mentioned before. It's an indie game, and I'm excited because I saw good reviews about the game, and I thought it was gonna be something amazing to experience here on the channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get things started. Let me go ahead and lower the volume on this. All right. So it begins with a title on the screen saying "Bread on the Water." So let's go with that. What up, Inky? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's everything?
Oh, don't touch the birds. No. Don't touch the birds. No, they're gross. Yeah. Okay.
The gameplay seems very simplistic, very straightforward. Nothing like to do with action or anything like that. I want to point out that this has a lot to do with just the life experience of the creators and something that they went through. I'm assuming they're at a park right now at the moment, and we're re-experiencing a moment they had with their son.
Oh, guys, give Joel some bun. Mom, he threw the whole piece.
Well, Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces.
Isaac, that's my name.
Here you go, Joel. Here's a piece. Okay, no, you throw it.
Joel's almost 5, right? Yeah. But he can't talk.
It's true.
Yeah. You can talk.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't Joel?
Joel got sick right after he turned 1.
Kind of slowed him down a little bit, buddy.
So he's just slower than most kids. I think eventually.
All right, so kids by 2 years old, just FYI, they're supposed to be they're supposed to have this type of development already where they can say certain words and start, thinking about colors and labeling things individually. Obviously, by the name of the title, cancer, I mean, we can go ahead and deduct and say that Joel has cancer. So they're already explaining to us, foreshadowing that this kid, Joel, is sick. And obviously, because of his sickness, it slows down the development. So I'm assuming it has to do something with either brain cancer or something like that. And if that's the case, this is gonna be one of those reactions where you're gonna see me get a little bit sad, but I hope it's one of those things that end up with a good ending or a happy ending, because this shit's gonna hit the feels.
You go catch up.
You think Joel will leave?
Yeah, I think Joel will read eventually.
Well, of course. He's just delayed. Because,
Yeah.
Joel's supposed to be a boy. But he's a baby. He's a boy baby.
Yep, he's a boy baby. That's just about right. There's lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
He's eating, laughing.
Yeah.
We're good at making him laugh.
You are good at making him laugh. How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah. It's really funny when you fall down.
He's doing what he loves.
Yeah.
Park at the edge of the world.
What does Joel love? Wawa. In cups, bathtubs, and the warm, wet tongues and the cool fur of Das. And give it a sweet was of daily affection. And bye-byes. And blown kisses. And more. Ugh. Always more. This full list of words. So few.
One thing I want to point out is I like the colors and the aesthetics of the place, even though everything is pretty straightforward and linear in that sense. It looks like a beautiful game. Even the lighting is like...
What is pain without a word for it? What is hope without a word for it? Who is God? What is joy? Who am I to him? Dada.
What up, cool boy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's everything?
Ready?
So,
Set.
I'm guessing.
Go!
Oh, I get it now. So I'm guessing we are reliving Joel's last moments before the cancer took over him. Oh man. Oh man, no. No, well, they already explained at the beginning of the.
Ready?
So they already explained. So we just started like 6 minutes ago. They explained it at the beginning of the game that they gave us a little foreshadowing. Um, the little kid, the mom and the dad, they were in the park with their brother, and the little kid was throwing. The main character in this game is called Joel, right? And the name of the game is called That Dragon Cancer. He's 2 years old. The brother, his name is Isaac, and Isaac was asking, how come Joel does not speak for a 2-year-old? And the mom and the dad were explaining, well, Joel is a different type of kid. He hasn't learned to speak. He's a little delayed because of his sickness. So then, connecting the title of the game and sickness, the kid has cancer, and I'm assuming we're witnessing the last moments of Joel on this planet. And it's based on a real story. The game is basically the lives of the father and the mother who are indie game developers, and they created this game basically. It's all good. It's all good.
Hey babe, just got done at the doctor. Now they think that maybe he's throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux. So they gave me a medication and we can give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it at least 3 full days. But that if he's still throwing up after that, then we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but you always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So I guess we'll just give this a try, and I don't know, I'll tell you more about it when you get home.
Let's tell him, Caleb.
The game came out in 2016. 2016, the game came out. It's not out for console yet. It's only on PC and Apple phones. I have an Android, so I can only react to it. There's not other choices you can make. The game is pretty linear and straightforward. So I said, what better? I was gonna play it off stream and
Fear
record my
is
reaction.
cancer's preservative. Cancer's embalming oil. And you, O accuser, are fear's oil salesman. You're a snake. A serpent. A dragon with snuffed out coal on his breath, molting, and talons broken from the struggle to free yourself of your own skin.
Dragon cancer. So we just decided to react to it because it's gonna be the same thing and it's the same choices. It's nothing. It's pretty linear. It's a little bit sad, but the game itself, from what I heard, it's a masterpiece. It's a work of art, and it won a lot of awards. It won a lot of awards. On Hospital Time. What up, FaZe? What up, what up? How you doing?
Hey, do you want to rock? Okay, let's rock. There we go. Oh,
Hey babe, I was just thinking, do you ever think maybe Joel can hear better than he's supposed to be able to? Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know, I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
You imagine having to live? Oh man, I can't even imagine creating, life, and then that little bundle of joy that you have that you call yours is sick to the point that you can't do nothing to help him out. Um, you gotta press some buttons, I'm assuming. There you go. Everything's back to normal. It's the baby. It's the baby. It's the baby. The baby. Hey Solara Chan, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's everything? Those are balloons made out of gloves, sanitized gloves, medical gloves. So I'm guessing that when the kid was in the hospital, they made these little balloons for him. They kind of look like cancer cells, but I know they're gloves. I'm doing well, heading to see Spider-Man soon. Oh, very nice, very nice. Did you get the NFT with it? Hope you enjoy, by the way. Let me know how it went. Um, I said it resembled a little bit. So I'm guessing you gotta be careful here with the balloons and not get close to those things because they'll pop. Oh shit. Those gotta be cancer cells for Shweezy. I'll let you know. I enjoy it later tonight. Okay, sounds good, Solara Chan. So I'm guessing it's gonna give you like little mini games as you progress through the story. But remember that it all comes down to what's going on with this little kid. So the game is about a little boy who has cancer, and they're made by an indie developer indie developer couple who made this game about their life, and we pretty much get to experience. The game is 2 hours long, and you get to experience this part of their life. It won plenty of awards. It came out in 2016, and it's available on PC and Apple phone.
Oh, hey. I just wanted to take a shower. Is that okay? Are you okay with Joel? Okay,
The little kid's name is Joel, and he has a brother named Isaac. Cancer is unfortunately something that cancer is unfortunately one of those things that takes the lives of a lot of kids out there, and it affects most of us. And the reality of things is that most of us, by the time we're 56 or even 45, we might be prone. We have to check ourselves more than ever, and look out for our health, because cancer is like on the rise, and not only in children but in adults. And it's mind-blowing, because then you end up getting cancer and you're like, from what? And they're like, you ate too much red meat, you ate too much of this, and you're like, what? Welcome back, FaZe. Welcome back. Yeah, that's just breaking my heart right now. The little kid hugging the dog, and the dog comforting the little kid. I hope they find a way to cure cancer. Supposedly they're using nanobots to kill cancer cells, is what I heard. Who knows? Like, I want to be a pal and check my prostate now. Fuck out of here. There's new ways to check prostate. By the way, there's new ways to check your prostate now, by the way, in case you guys, like, all jokes aside. Now we don't gotta be, thank God, man. I told my pops, I'm like, yo, you don't gotta get checked by the doctor like that no more. Nowadays, unfortunately, and this is just, they don't tell. I wish they would tell us this when we were kids, because then I would be like, what? But now we don't gotta worry about it. But back in the day, nobody would tell me this. But when you get older, the doctor checks your prostate, and the way he checks your prostate is we're not gonna get into it. But the whole point is this: that nowadays science has advanced so far that they don't gotta check it like that on you no more. Nowadays, they're gonna check it a different way. They could just put you in this machine, and they can just check for you and be like, you good. So, but I need you to do it. I don't trust anyone else. The fuck out of here. Now, but science has advanced so far that now they can check for prostate cancer on us men when we get older, just by sitting on a machine. It's a little bit sus, because you got to sit in a machine on some, but it's better than having a human do it. It's a robot. No, but all jokes aside, I think for a couple who developed this game, I think they did really good. We get to experience something very intimate from their end, and we get to see a lot of moments of their life with Joel, the little kid who has cancer. We get to see their pets, their family, moments they had in their life. I love the aesthetics. I love the colors of just everything, the color palette. And what? What looks good? Wait a minute. Hey, yo, wait a minute. What's going on? What's going on in the chat? But yeah, the color palette, the aesthetics of the game, just everything put together, I think they did an amazing job. And mind you, there was like when they received their award, right, for the game for best indie game, there were so many Kickstarters that supported this project, and I honestly think as a gamer, more indie game developers need to be supported. So Lara can attest for this because we went to an indie developer get together, a con, I guess you could say, a gamer con, and there were so many amazing games, but they don't have the funding to be put out there, right? So, what you mean, Coco? Always listen, Phase. He's not checking prostate, so. Hey, yeah, you know what? Let's just continue with this. I know you're joking, Phase. Yeah, on some sussy shit. What up, Lyric? How you doing, my boy?
Hey, honey, we're on our way home from the hospital now. So if you wanted to preheat the oven starting in about 30 minutes, that would work, and we could throw on that lasagna. Do you know how they celebrate off-treatment day, like when kids are done with their treatments? I guess maybe you don't because you're not in the clinic as much as I am, but on someone's last day, they always bring them a cake and they sing Happy Off Therapy Day to you. Anyway, that happened today. I mean, it happens a lot, but today I cried. I just wanted that day so bad, you know? I just we're not ever gonna get that day. If he's better, we won't know that he's better. We don't get a day. Anyway, okay, call me if you can. There's probably traffic, so I could talk on my way home. All right, bye.
We're gonna play Fortnite after this. Fortnite. A little Fortnite. Oh, watch the chicken. Watch the chicken. Oh, banana peels. Watch the big ass cat. It's a lot of big ass chicken for one. It's a lot of big ass chicken. Lara has a video. Yeah, go check it out on Platinum V. You get to see your boy Cocorito on there, all chubby and shit. So, one thing they do in hospitals, or at least in kids' hospitals where kids are terminally ill or they get put into that phase, they try to do as many things to keep them happy, and that's why they have like a Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they literally get let's say they want to meet Tom Brady. Tom Brady will go and meet this kid because it's like their last dying wish in a sense, and it's a great foundation. But my point is they do things like this. Sometimes they do little racing things in the hospital to help them, and it's all in a safe, controlled environment. But it's to keep the kids in high spirits. Sometimes when they're in good spirit and positive, feeling positive, it helps them with their healing process. At least for those who are in the early stages. So they had no blue shells. They didn't throw no blue shells. My boy was on top. But if they would have thrown a blue shell at him. In that video, Kaka was dancing. I wasn't dancing. I wasn't dancing in that video.
How long is it going to be before we can have some answers?
Okay, is it just doctor on call, or is this our doctor? Well, because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
Is there a way we could talk to our doctor? It just seemed like yesterday it couldn't get going months ago. I just want to know what the plan is.
Who canceled the treatment?
Isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing it for mercy, but can I just talk to the doctor?
That's the little homie Joel. He walks around with that little bag. That's not true, but they do fun playrooms, and some have console in the hospitals. Mika doesn't care to everyone. It was unfortunate because we tried. What an assist at St. Jude was amazing. Yep. Kid doesn't even know what is happening. He's just a kid, yeah. No, you're right. I mean, I'm not saying they do actual racing cars, but I'm saying they do things similar to that to please the kids. The Temple of Man. I can only imagine what they had to go through. They had to recur to science. They probably had to recur to religion. I mean, at that point, imagine you have you have one of your offsprings going through this whole thing. Chemotherapy is no joke. It's bad. It makes your hair fall off. You become nauseous. Can't eat. It's just stressful. I'm guessing they're doing a CAT scan on the little kid, or an MRI.
Hey, it's you again. I love you, my friend. This is my favorite game. Do you want to see? Watch how I started.
What the fuck?
You right here, then the big lion comes. You're not a scary lion. It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar? Why? Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears. Here comes the animals. Pterosaurs is my favorite.
That baby's tripping balls right now. What I gotta say, that baby is tripping balls. I mean, again, what's beautiful is that the indie developers, when they were doing this, they give you these little mini games in between these sad moments. So as you can see, his health is deteriorating to the point where maybe the kid was hallucinating, and just I can't begin to imagine what the family was going through, but imagine what the kid was going through. You haven't even lived your full life yet. You don't know what's going on. You're a kid. You're enjoying life. Everything seems like, and you don't know why you're sick. You don't know why you're not feeling good. I cried forever. It's hard to explain to our child tomorrow isn't permission. Silence is painful to watch. It brings back too many memories, but it most took a lot of strength for the developers to relive this to create this. They added a lot of happy moments. It's a bittersweet game. It's a bittersweet game, I'm not gonna lie. And it deserved all those awards that it got. It's not next gen graphics. It sticks to the core of what a game should be. Besides a masterpiece of art, it has to be something that engages and hinges a viewer to be like, okay, there's a story to be told. It's hard, yeah, it's hard. It's hard, man. Kid doesn't know what's happening. Okay, I'm off to see Spider-Man. Have a beautiful day. You too, Solara-chan. Be safe. Have a good one. Try to record a little bit if you can, like of a spoiler. Send it to me, so that way I know what's gonna happen. Bradley Stewart, miss you always. 1983. Hey yo, nah, I'm good. Hugs to all my UICHE kids families. Greg Rice. Coco, the rumors are true. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. To everyone who's ever died of cancer, especially my father and grandmother, rest in peace, Hank, Marcia, and all the rest of you beautiful, beautiful people. I hope that whatever become of you, you are presently better off than where you are at the end of your life. We miss you. Wow.
This terrible routine. Watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment. One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved, and I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
This shit's breaking my heart, bro. I haven't had my heart broken like this since my first girlfriend. This shit's breaking my heart. What up, Yeet? How you doing, little bitch ass? I miss you, Mom. Antonio Martinelli, your grandson is terribly sorry and misses you much. The fuck? No freaking way. A freaking mosquito just came in my room. I'm not talking about like a fly. I'm talking about a... Get your bitch ass! Woo! I'm so sorry. It's a mosquito. One of those shits that like stings you and bites you and sucks out your blood. That's right. I killed you, little bitch ass. Fuck out of here. Now I have guts. Fucking fly in my hand. Let me get a sanitizing thing. 2 seconds. Some bullshit. I miss your boy Cocorito. Don't let speed bumps become the mountains and try to be MD. So these are all cards that people were dropping off. Like I said, positive message is always good, especially when you're sick, because positive message always just keeps you going, keeps your spirits high. If you're negative, you're gonna keep feeling more down, more sad, more sick. It makes the sickness feel worse. It's Coco left, but we can still hear his beautiful voice. You're acting like I'm gone. The game is, I'm sorry guys, it's not good. Oh man, here's where it's gonna hit us in the feels.
Farmer Bill makes the pigs bacon for breakfast. Farmer Bill plays fetch with the pigs. Farmer Bill enjoys a mud bath with the pigs. In the winter, Farmer Bill plays hockey on the pond with the ducks. Farmer Bill always wins, but the ducks perform mightily.
Every kid has had one of these. Every kid has had one of these. I used to play this with my nephews. I used to like spin it and they'll laugh just like that. It's sad because we know, imagine the parents, how they must have felt when the doctors had to give them this. Like the parents deep down, they know something is not right and they assume the worst, but they don't want to, they're in denial at that point. It's only until the doctor tells them and confirms their suspicions is what's gonna be like, okay, this is a reality, it's sinking in. Like if you never got that, cool boy?
Farmer Bill separates the sheep from the goats. Sheep go to heaven. Goats go to...
I wish there would be a way to take away cancer from kids. Like that would,
I'm sorry, guys.
you know.
It's not good. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
Size matters. If I know how big it is, I can face it. I can size it up.
It's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
They can't help him. No chemotherapy will work.
I guess I have imagined it.
But
I've
the
imagined it a lot.
but the
not like
mom
this.
knew. The mom knew. Okay, if the mom knew, and she had her suspicions from the beginning, and she was telling people, getting second opinions and asking the doctors. And with cancer, it's unpredictable. You cannot 100% pinpoint that it exists or it doesn't exist, because people don't know if it's malign or benign. And I'm guessing at the beginning they just probably discarded the thought that the kid might have cancer, and you know, she decided not to pursue it anymore further after that, because the medical field told her he's fine, it's not related to that. And in the end, damn, imagine if that's like feeling like the medical field has let you down and you lost all hope in them. What do you do after that?
it's different.
It's only
I thought
about
I would sob uncontrollably or puke just right on the floor.
We've already thrown all the
I
chemotherapy
thought I'd
we
shake or
have.
wail or something.
We can't continue to give him chemotherapy.
Guess
that we
this
know
is
he's resistant
shock.
to.
Tragedy, he said. That's right. That's the perfect word for this. It's a tragedy. I wonder if he says that every time. He's crying a little. You'll love him for that. He's not callous, he's genuinely sad. She is too.
So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
We're very good at end-of-life care. We're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
How long are we talking about?
Prediction time again. No matter what I say, they'll wish it was longer. But sometimes longer is worse. A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
What?
Is Nick crying?
How long are we talking about?
How am I gonna hold it together now?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Wow. They're making you see this from everybody's perspective.
I cannot cry. They shouldn't feel like they have to comfort me.
Back Monday and we can talk about palliative treatment. Palliative?
Palliative is medicine you give at the end of life to improve the quality of life. Its goal is to treat the symptoms, but it can't cure Joel.
We'll do a lumbar puncture and talk to our radiation oncologist to decide whether we could do some radiation or just chemotherapy.
What would the radiation do?
Well, the radiation could probably kill the tumor we see now, which would prevent it from causing any symptoms. But it would not keep more tumors from developing, because we know if it spread here, it would spread other places too.
So
Yeah, once
the
it
radiation
spreads,
would buy us
it's...
some time.
No, nothing will really buy us any time at this point. It just can make the time you have left more comfortable. So we'll schedule you to come back in Monday, and we'll have some options for you to consider. We're so sorry.
He was in the last stages of cancer, not even in the early stages or mid stages. He was already at the end. The water that's rising, it feels like it's suffocating them because they don't know what to do, what to say. At that point, what can you do? Your son is about to die.
In the movie, I'd be kicking things and throwing chairs through windows.
What are you supposed to tell the doctor? What are you supposed to do? What do you tell your wife?
I should be yelling. Why am I not yelling?
You feel powerless. At that point, it's just...
means a lot.
The MRI?
Where is it? How big is it? Well, it's in the frontal cortex, and it's quite small at this point. But unfortunately, the size is very important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy. With an HCRT, as soon as you have a recurrence of 3 times, it is only a matter of time before it spreads to several locations. Well, all chemotherapy have at it.
Birds are healthy, seldom bomb becomes evil. We all have cancer, and it's just that it's undeveloped, and there's certain things that trigger it. At least that's from what don't quote me on that, I'm not a medical expert, it's just, I've read somewhere, I believe. That's why we have benign and malign cancer cells, apparently.
We've given you a lot to think about already today.
So imagine receiving these news. Going through all of this, it's like going through a storm. It's waves after waves of depression, of sadness, of God knows what else. They were going through tribulations, and I can see them sharing that with us during the game. drift. It says adrift. You guys can't see it, but lower right it says adrift behind me.
I have so many things stirring around in my spirit that I have to write to settle myself and find God's wisdom in the midst of chaos. I'm scared I won't be strong enough to face the things we might have to face in the coming weeks and months. But then I remember how much grace God gave us to walk out everything we've already faced. I've never felt completely overwhelmed, and I've never felt alone. So no matter what comes next, and I truly cannot even begin to guess how this will go, I know we will be carried. I want to shout out, look what God is about to do. Watch how he delivers Joel. And at the same time, I want to roll up in a silent ball and wait it out with fear and trembling, so aware of all my doubt, but yet convinced that my doubt is insignificant compared to God's faithfulness.
So the game is about a family, okay? This indie company developers, there are a couple, a mom and a dad, right? Husband and wife. They created this game called That Dragon Cancer, and it's based off of their son named Joel, who was a baby at the time and had cancer. And this is pretty much their story, their experience throughout the whole thing. They're sharing the good, the bad, the ugly, the nice, the happy and the sad moments throughout the game. And it's a 2-hour long game. We're pretty much a little bit over the half mark, I believe you can say. And it's one of those games that it's based off of something real, and the developers wanted to share that with you or with us, and they include little mini games here and there, but the rest is like story based. And like I said, it's not mind-blowing graphics, but it's beautiful enough that it keeps you engaged as you watch and experience the game. It's definitely an experience. And the kid has cancer, basically. The kid has cancer. We're experiencing the last moments of his life as a kid with the family, and we get to view it from different perspectives, from all the family members, from the mom, from the dad, the doctor, and the kid. And like it was mentioned before, the kid doesn't know that he's going to die. So this was an ode from their parents to us and to the kid to show us what he experienced before he passed away.
Guys, are you ready for bed?
Joel, lay down. Okay. Should we do a song?
Sure.
Okay, big boys, how you come in here and we'll sing the littles a lullaby.
I'm tired.
No, it's bedtime. Ugh, okay. Oh, Elijah, lay down.
Babe, did you even check in his mouth?
Who's Joel? No.
Joel has chicken stuffed in his cheeks from dinner.
Get it out, that is so disgusting.
Been in there for the last 2 hours. Okay, hold on, I'm trying. Joel, ouch!
don't actually know. That's kind of why we're packing up everything, is because if the trial works really well, then maybe we'll stay in California for a really long time. Like, as long as it keeps helping Joel, then we want to stay and do the best.
The little brother asked, "What are you doing with my brother's clothes?" And they're saying they're gonna take them all with them, but they can't even explain to his little brother that he's gonna die, and that's why they're moving all his clothes away, so that way there's nothing there to remind them of. Oh my god. Basically, at that point, the little kid is terminally ill, so they have to bring all his stuff to the hospital, so that way he lives there permanently until his last days.
Best we can for him and stay there where he's getting help. But if the medicine starts to not work,
Her expectation is so maddening sometimes. You know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor? I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life, and I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents, supernatural miracles. I envy her.
They're touching on the religious part, on what helped them hold on to hope. We all have our, hopes on either science, on God, on supernatural, entity to help us get out of any type of mess, right? And it goes to show the division between the two and what brought them to this point. This next chapter is called Joel, the Baby Knight.
hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the Baby Knight?
Yes, Joel the Baby Knight, but he's also Joel the very brave knight, and he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
So much fire, you guys.
So, Joel has armor, like a sword and a shield and stuff?
Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So, brave Sir Joel, with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability, was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Minecraft. It's so good. It's so good. This is one of those happy moments.
You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this.
So no, this is a perfect moment. So here's where they switch it up to a happy moment, right? They're pretty much trying to make the situation, because they're trying to explain this to his brother as well. You got to think about it this way: he has a brother named Isaac, who is a kid as well, and the kid doesn't even know what's going on, you know, as well either. I mean, he knows what cancer is, but he hasn't grasped the idea that my brother's gonna die, you know. So they're trying to pretty much turn a fairy tale story or a bedtime story into a reality of what's going on, so that way it's less traumatic and psychological to his brother Isaac, I guess, you know. Should play Minecraft. Well, I'll think about it.
You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home and they can keep fighting for kingdom and sick.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest. And it seemed like the dragon couldn't find him. But just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
Well, that dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
Dragon is cancer, and he said Joel's gonna lose, he's gonna die. Why? Because Joel is just a kid, and kids can't beat cancer.
You're right. A baby can't kill a dragon. But that's the best part of the story. God fights for Joel. So he fights that dragon cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Well, what about Tim from church, Mom? He died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have this?
Of course God fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. He was so brave and so strong. God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon won because Tim died. But we know that Tim's in heaven and that he's with God and that God is so proud of him. So maybe for Tim, getting to be done fighting was grace.
We get to see the mom's point of view of how to explain things. She leans more on religion than anything else. The mom leans more on the religion. The dad is more of a realistic person who's not affiliated to religion. So do you see the both point of views? The mom and the dad are obviously going to be at a standpoint where it's going to be a lot of friction because of how they feel about this whole situation, but it's neither one of their faults. It's not the mom or the dad's fault. It's just the whole situation as a whole that's tearing them apart. But it's not that his brother doesn't know how to. His brother is just speaking because as a kid, most kids just speak out what they're thinking, right? They don't process what they're saying. But I don't think the brother meant it as a bad or a joking manner. The brother just was looking at it realistically, like, he's a baby. What is a baby gonna do? Like, I know it's a story, but what is a baby gonna do to the dragon? That's like me telling you, I'm gonna put a 2-year-old to face a real life dragon in Dark Souls. You're gonna tell me straight up, Coco, that little baby's gonna lose to the boss of Dark Souls. But the mom's point was trying to help the little kid understand what's going on with his brother, and even though he understands, okay, my brother's gonna lose to this dragon, aka cancer, but how can I make things better for him? This next chapter is called Drowning. What up, Drax? How you doing, my boy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I had to shave the beard. It's for a part in the movie that I'm playing. I'm playing Boba Fett, the younger version, the bold Boba Fett. I come out of nowhere, you just see the mouth saying, "Hey, Mr. Fett, what are you doing?" And they'll be like, "Hey, Mister, what's your name?" And I'll be like, "Hi, my name is Fett." They'll be like, "Who?" And I'll be like, "Damn, Boba Fett, bitches." So I had to remove my beard.
Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
I'm not laughing at what's going on. Let me repeat that one more time. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm reading what Cool Boy said. This little kid took a fat minute to think of a character. I'm laughing at what Cool Boy said, not the game. No disrespect to the parents of the little kid. All right, let me restart this part. I didn't see what happened.
Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning.
Well, you're missing your oars. And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this. Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
He wanted to commit the S word because he didn't know how to handle this. Poor dad. As a male, your ego's broken down. Your way of being, the whole persona of you being a man, it's thrown out the window. You no longer consider yourself a man because you failed your son, you failed your wife, you failed your family. I can't begin to imagine what this man was going through this whole thing. And to know that his son is going to die from cancer. The mom, like I said, the mom leans on hope, on religion. God is going to help us get through this. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with being positive. But the dad, I think at that point, he didn't have something to lean on. And he probably felt, like he said it himself, he envies his wife because he doesn't know how else to feel. And that's okay too. Maybe he didn't know how to handle things. And again, this is a roller coaster of emotions. I love the whole juxtaposition of, on the surface everything looks okay, but underneath it you have that whole undertone of the cancer always being there and everyone dealing with it on their own, and they have their own perspective on how to deal with it. Oh man, dehydration.
Huh. The sunset looks pretty from here. The orange glow cast on the wall. Better than the muted colors of this hospital. I wonder why they choose blues and greens. They, the ones who choose the colors that heal. Green for life. Blue. For comfort. Purple stripes to hide the stains. This chair is too small and sticks to my skin. I hate vinyl.
You always see an arcade. You always see an arcade, I guess, because it was his passion to become a developer, or he was a developer.
The ocean, maybe? No.
And he was developing this game during
Silent, warm. Now.
Wait, so maybe he was developing the game, because remember, they were both developers, so maybe he was developing the game with his wife throughout this whole ordeal.
Blue. Purple. The ocean, maybe? Now, under the ocean. Silent, warm, and salty, like tears. He won't stop crying. I don't blame him. He feels miserable. I hate that we're here. I hate that he's sick. I just want him to feel better. Shh, 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 shh.
Imagine not being able to comfort your kid.
Charlie, shh.
Imagine not being able to comfort your kid. Your kid can't speak, can't tell you what pain they're feeling, where it hurts, and he can't understand you. He likes old games, maybe. I understand that what they're feeling. Someone I know had cancer and I acted like I didn't know what it was, but inside of me was just depressed about it, and thank God they're okay now. Yeah, here's the thing. If they can detect cancer early, depending on what cancer it is, because there's different types of cancers, they can help treat it and whatnot. But if you're in the like mid or like last stages of cancer, second stage or third stage of cancer, fourth is terminally ill, at that point there's nothing else they can do. I mean, the best thing they can do is help you manage the pain and help you live a comfortable life until the day you pass away. So there's not much they can do, but it's definitely not something easy to deal with. It's a cross you gotta carry. It's crazy.
Don't throw your head, buddy. Don't. I hate this room. I didn't used to. For a moment it was an adventure. I was cast as the compassionate and caring father, holed up with his fragile son in a small cleft in the rocks. The storm raging, waves ripping at the sharp black rocks below, and enveloped in my arms, he feels safe, and I am holding him firmly, trying not to slip. Because if you hold tight enough, nothing will take him. Right?
This is now switches to the dad's POV. Yeah, the dad's POV. We're experiencing the life from through him, through his family members, and how he thinks they felt. gonna cancel Coco. Why?
Here we go, bouncing around. Do you like that? Oh, I love your giggle. Bounce around. Is that funny? A bounce, a bounce, a bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, he won't stop crying. Hungry. I wonder if he's hungry.
Remember, little kids that age, they can't eat normal food at that point because they're terminally ill. They can't process certain foods. Remember, especially if it's brain cancer, certain parts of the body are not gonna be working. It's just a lot of complications. So they have to give him mush food, if that makes sense. Because even at 2 years old, he doesn't understand how to eat, how to use his teeth, how to bite down. Remember, he was a little bit delayed because of what was going on with the cancer and whatnot. So.
He's screaming louder. Buddy, don't you want juice? He hits the box. I don't catch it.
I can't begin to imagine. Imagine the pain. He doesn't want to eat. He doesn't comforting him, doesn't picking him up, doesn't make him stop. The stress.
He drinks it greedily. Big, deep gulps. Okay, Jolie, that's enough. Breathe, kiddo. And he does. And I wipe his face of snot and tears and juice. And then he vomits. And I catch it. I always catch it. I know you're thirsty, buddy, but you'll throw it up. No, don't grab too hard. You'll squirt all the juice out. Here, let me have it. It's so late, Joel. Lay down. I can't hold you. I can't make you feel better. Shh. Okay, buddy, okay. I'll hold you. Shh. Oh, Joel,
Being in
bud.
constant pain.
You
Imagine
look
being
so
in constant
miserable.
pain.
No! Don't hit your head on the bars, Joel. Joel! Joel!
He's hitting himself because of the pain.
I know you're mad. Please
He's in
stop.
pain.
Please. Stop. I shake. weep. I pray. I plead. I need peace. I am empty. You are. I don't know all that you are. You are there. I want you here. I want you to call my son. I cannot. And you've brought us this far. He's still here, not dead, not there, with you. God, I want him here with me. Please. Peace. He sleeps. Thank you.
Wow, this should peace, be still. Also the birds are busting out crying. I was like,
There's a story in the Bible where Jesus.
yo, this game hits you in the feels. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys with that scream. Peace be still was the next chapter. Sorry.
There's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples are on a boat. And a furious storm hits the sea, and everyone thinks they're gonna die. And where do you think Jesus is? Rowing alongside them? No. He's asleep in the back of the boat. So his disciples are freaking out and wake him up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" So Jesus gets up and he says to the storm, "Quiet, be still." And the sea becomes completely calm. Then he asks his disciples why they are so scared and if they have any faith at all. Like he was frustrated with them. Because even though Jesus said, "Let's go to the other side of the lake," his disciples thought he was gonna just let them die.
Cool boy said it sounds like some kid got a headshot first time. No, he's talking about a scream that I made earlier. That I was at the verge of crying and I screamed and I was like, I felt like, and then my expression was me screaming. So Cool boy said it sounded like some kid got a headshot first time. And I screamed a couple of people probably who were watching the stream. People were probably feeling really sad and they were about to cry too. And that scream that I did probably got them cracking up or some shit.
Oh, we're in Nevada. We're in Nevada. We're in Nevada. We're in California.
So, now that we're in California, how much longer to San Francisco?
About 3.5 hours.
I see Joel. He was at the
It's
shore.
10 a.m. now, so that means you guys can grab one more item from your road trip bags.
And it's my turn to be the king.
Oh, Elijah, it's okay. You were a very good, noble, just, and true king. But now we have to do it as it wants.
My first edict as king is we dance like monkeys for 30 minutes.
That's Isaac talking,
Maybe
his
like
older
5
brother.
minutes.
Nope,
Isaac?
nope, babe. He said 30. We must do what he says.
This is the worst. Someone make Elijah the king.
Monkey tickles. There's monkey tickles, people.
My second edict as king is Elijah needs to be the king.
Monkey. It was
Just
a monkey.
kidding.
Good joke, King Isaac. What's the matter, Elijah? Was that too loud for you? Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo.
So we're experiencing a family moment, an intimate family moment between all of them during a camping out. And I was gonna say monks. I thought you were playing Mortal Kombat 11 or something.
So Joel died. Everyone does eventually, I suppose.
That is true. Everyone eventually dies, I suppose. That is true, I guess. Coco built like a monkey. Monkey, my new hit single, Monkey.
But more than that, if he does die, will Jesus even care? Will he weep for him as he did for Lazarus? Will he weep for me? I think greater than my fear of death is that of insignificance. Or rather, my default assumption is that my thoughts and passions and loves and the stuff of my being are insignificant. How could the creator of all that is and ever was love my son as he did Lazarus? And could my soul stranded on this blue raft awash in a sea of stars, ice, and dust matter enough to him to turn his hand in mercy?
So I'm guessing he started questioning his faith. I guess he felt anger, rage. He didn't know where else to turn, what to believe, and he's in a moment of despair at this point.
Because even while Jesus wept for Lazarus, 5 minutes later he raised Lazarus from the dead.
I'm sorry. I should have known we'd both end up in the same place. We always do. It just scares me every time. I just really believe he'll be healed. I know you believe too, just when you act like that, I get all unsure.
I don't know that.
What do you mean?
I just hope that. I don't know.
I agree. This really makes me think that life is really short. Anything could happen at any moment. Yeah. Life is never promised tomorrow, you know. Death does not discriminate. That's why you always have to be positive for the most part and grateful for every little thing that you have in life. I always tell people, if you have a roof on your head, if you have food in your fridge, family, people who care about you around you, you're richer than most people out there. Trust me. The temple of God. You saw that? A broken sword and a broken shield, and it had a cross on it. It means that whatever protection was shielding him in his head, he's feeling like whatever grace that he had is broken. His faith is broken. I'm guessing this is what it symbolizes. And he doesn't believe. He pretty much, okay, from what I'm interpreting it, he believes God has abandoned his son. And in that sense, he has lost his faith, or his faith is his faith is broken, and he doesn't know where to go to for help or guidance. So I'm guessing this is pretty much his point of view and on how he dealt with this. Pokemon Sword and Shield. What? Oh yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yes. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Pokemon Sword and Shield. I was thinking Minecraft. No, but you're right, cool boy. You're right. I wouldn't say life is insignificant, but we have to try to live our best as each day goes by. Time is very short. So you have to enjoy things while you can, good positive things. So if you have your family or your parents now, enjoy them while they're young, because when they get old, same thing with your grandparents, man. It's life breaking. And it's the same thing with your dogs or your pets or cats. Enjoy them. Don't take stuff like that for granted, because when they get older. Coco without a beard is weird. I miss the OG Coco. What are you talking about? Minecraft for Shweezy. This kid Caleb. This kid is a baby. Coco without a beard. Bro, you old. Slow, bro. Literally started with a Pokemon. What are you talking about, Roblox? Huh? Coco's gonna get old and I'm gonna get depressed. When I show up on my streams, hey kids, today we're gonna learn how to pop my hip back. Popping hips and shit.
Lord, rise up. My God, come speak. I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him.
His life returned to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
The fuck? That tripped me out a little bit.
Oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him. Lord, have mercy on us because he is weak.
Lord, rise up.
Oh Lord,
My God, I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Yo, this is a trippy part of the game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him. Lord, rise up. My God, come save him.
Mercy on us because he is weak.
What the hell? I think you gotta do it in a particular order. You gotta do it in a particular order, then you gotta light the candles. It's trippy. So now that they touched on the mom's point of view, the dad's point of view. Now they're touching on the religious point of view. Pretty much, it's the whole game is on different POVs on the subject and what got them together throughout the whole cancer therapy. How do they know what? Who? What do you mean how do they know what? Oh, I don't know. I think it showed them how to do it, unless it was something that just it was meant for them to just progress.
He was not in the wind. He was not in the earthquake. He was not
A little
in the
bit delayed.
fire. He was here in a gentle whisper.
Like by 3 seconds or 5 seconds. I think the game was just linear. I don't think there was a specific order they had to do it. It just literally progressed without them doing anything else. It's because of the moderation, because it moderates and it checks the text before it uploads it on YouTube. That's why. Picnic at the edge of the world. What up, Patrick? How you doing, my boy? Welcome to the stream. How's everything?
So here we are, and the air is emptier without his laugh, and yet our hearts are still full, though with a different drink. And this ride we've been on for so long is silent. So also the Lord. And so we sit here in this new silence, and long for the music to start again, and for the disc to spin again, even if it means going round and round for many more years. For at least we would be moving, and Joel would be laughing here on earth, and not only in heaven. But in this space, I sense his silence is only because he is drawing his breath. And now we know love and longing, empty and full, all in one moment. And I am grateful that we loved him well, and that we miss him well. And I hope that in the Lord's next breath, he will whisper his love song to you, his beloved, and that you will know him differently and more deeply. But now, we grieve in silence, yet not without his presence.
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. Playing this, not playing. I'm reacting to this indie game playthrough of a game called That Dragon Cancer, about a little kid who has terminally ill cancer, and we get to experience his life, his last moments with his parents.
Here. I love it here. I bet you would like it too. Look at all these pancakes. Did you ever see pancakes like this? They're big as me. The big ones is for me. The little ones is for my dog. I always wanted a dog, and now I got one. I even got to name him Manju. Whoa, Bubbles?
She's breaking my heart, dog.
Bubbles.
She's breaking my heart.
Look, I can catch one. Manju does catch a bubble. She likes to bite them. I want more bubbles. I love the bubbles. Do you see a rainbow in the pebble?
What up, what up? How you doing, my boy? That nervous Carl. Coco, where's your fucking beard?
Pancake.
The beard disappeared. You liked how that rhymed? Don't feel bad.
Manju loves syrup. Me too. Syrup is my favorite party.
So he's imagining what the kid would have been like if he would have lived through this. If he would have won, if he would have beat cancer. He's imagining what the kid would have been like, what he would have experienced. He would have wanted a new dog. The beard disappeared on the far ends of the rear. And it was then that Cocorito felt that life has not disappeared. And in the end, Cocorito streamed games and felt that life was not weird. That was the conclusion of Cocorito bullshitting you guys. Without his beard. Wow. For Joel Evan Green, that's the little kid who died. He died. That's it. He died. January 12, 2009 to March 13, 2014. Wow, bro. A Numinous Games production. That broke my heart. Coco, I'ma sue you for making me depressed. I've never seen those pancakes before, kid. Manju. So what happened is the game revolved around a mother and a father who were indie game developers. That's them right there, written by Ryan Green and Amy Green. They pretty much ended up having a son who was diagnosed with terminally ill cancer. I think it was brain cancer. And it pretty much touched on the story. He made a video game in honor of his son, where he let us experience what him and his wife went through, what his son Isaac went through before he had his other kids. And he helped us see through the point of view of how each one of them experienced the fact that they knew Joel was going to die. And it had its highs and lows, and it touched on faith, religion, what each human goes through, what him as a father thought about life. 3,687 Kickstarter backers who helped him put this game out there. And in the end, he realized, he was at least given the honor and the grace of experiencing having a son. And they loved this kid to the very end. They did everything possible to make this kid feel loved and cared for. And it's unfortunate that they don't have a cure for cancer for kids. But I love the fact that he was able to give you happy moments, sad moments, angry moments. It was a roller coaster of emotions. And the game is amazing. for something that he made for his son. I think it was a masterpiece. Depression. Why would I want to sue Larson? Sue Larson? What the fuck? But it was a great game. Shout out to Jotaro for recommending the game, and it was a sad game, yes, but I think it helps us, I think, acknowledge and be more grateful about life, right? You have to be more grateful about life. You have people who care for you. So whatever it is that you guys are going through, it cannot be as worse as a little kid going through cancer. And I'm not saying that justifies whatever it is that you're going through, but whatever it is that you guys might be going through in life, just think about it this way. There's worse things that people are going through out there that don't deserve it. And neither do you guys. If you're going through something bad, you don't deserve it either. But look at your silver linings, which is at least you're not a kid who has cancer and doesn't know they're gonna die. In blunt terms, that's just how it is. Coco's bullying me? No, I'm not bullying you guys. So appreciate what you guys have. If you guys have family members who love you, be grateful for that. If you guys are poor, you guys don't have money, and you see other kids got like PlayStation 5s, Xboxes, iPads, and you guys don't have none of that, listen, your parents love you guys enough to give you guys food, clothing, and a place to live in. So be grateful. Be grateful for things. And just know how to appreciate life. Appreciate that you wake up every morning, that you're healthy, that you're not sick, and don't take for granted the opportunities that are given to you. Coco bullies me. No, I don't. Every story has an ending, bad one or good one ending, but I believe this one ended with a good ending. Yeah, I agree. That was a beautiful, beautiful game. Coco, question: where is Diobot? I don't know who's Diobot. Who's Diobot? What are you talking about? Who's Diobot? All right, we're gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna be back later on for I think we're gonna play Fortnite if I'm not mistaken, and then later on tonight a little bit of Vanguard. So give me like about, it's gonna be 6 o'clock right now for me. Give me like about 15 minutes. Let me go Minecraft. But we said we were gonna play. No, we said we were gonna play Fortnite. I did say it's like 2 days ago I was gonna play Fortnite. Let's do Fortnite, and then if there's time for Minecraft, we can play Minecraft. It's Vanguard weekend, man. It's Vanguard weekend. Take advantage of Vanguard, man. Let's level up our guns. Coco's still slow. Diobot for Discord. I thought we had it on there. I'll go check after this, okay? I'll check after this on the Discord. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you guys didn't get to see the beginning of the game, or you were confused as to what happened, you can go ahead and rewatch the whole thing again. Thank you again for the support on Twitch and on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who came through on Twitch. Yeet, the guy in your mom's bed, aka Patrick, Solara, aka Platinum V, Face was he who came through earlier on the stream as well. He did redeem for me to say Baba Booey. And Inky Beat you who came through. If I missed anybody else on Twitch, I apologize. Shout out to that nervous Carl, Cool Boy is a bot. Who else came through? I believe I saw Yeet over there as well. Lirik, thank you for coming through, my boy. I appreciate your viewership as always. And Jeremiah Ruiz. If I missed anybody else on YouTube, I apologize as well. Have an amazing day. I'll leave you guys with the outro. I'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes for some Fortnite. Drop a like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care for now. This is your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco, signing off. Till then, peace. Nerik, my boy Nerik came through too. Nerik, shout out to Nerik. Hey, yo, wait a minute. Don't be saying those type of things. Sussy ass Yeet, I swear, bro.